The Reykjavik Open 2025 Round 9 witnesses a strategic Sicilian defense Kalashnikov variation as Saine faces Savidge. On e4. On c5. Knight f3. Knight c6. On d4. On takes d4. Knight takes d4. On e5. Threatening pawn takes d4. Knight b5 played by Saine entered in Sicilian defense Kalashnikov variation. On d6. Knight 1 c3. Saine is setting up to play. Knight d5. Bishop e6. Knight bc7 check. King d7. Knight takes a8 and establish a winning position. On a6 played by Savidge. Threatening pawn takes b5. Knight a3 played by Saine. Bishop e7. Bishop e3. Saine intends to play. Knight d5. Knight d4. On c3. Knight e6. Knight c4. Knight f6. Knight takes f6 check. On takes f6. Knight b6 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight f6 played by Savidge. Knight c4. On b5. Threatening pawn takes c4. Knight b6 played by Saine. Threatening knight takes a8. Rook b8 played by Savidge. Savidge might go for rook takes b6. On a4. On b4 and secure a stronghold in the game. Knight takes c8 played by Saine. Queen takes c8. Bishop e2. King castled kingside. On a3. Knight a5. On g4 it is novelty move. Knight c4. Threatening knight takes b2. Bishop c1 played by Saine. On d5. Savidge intends to play. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. On takes e4. Bishop takes c4. Queen takes c4 and dominate the board. Knight takes d5 played by Saine. Knight takes d5. On takes d5. On f5. King castled kingside. On f4. Bishop f3. Rook b6. On b3. Threatening pawn takes c4. Knight d6 played by Savidge. Rook e1 stop here and find the strongest move for Savidge. On e4 is the correct move because rook takes e4. Knight takes e4. Bishop takes e4. On f3. On h3. On h5 Savidge have small advantage shifting to the main game. Savidge is preparing to play. On e4. Bishop g2. On f3. Bishop h3. On h5. King h1. On takes g4 and dominate the board. Rook e1 played by Saine. Saine might go for Bishop b2. Knight f7. Rook takes e5. Bishop f6. Rook e6. Rook takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Queen takes e6. Bishop d5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight f7 slightly worse move played by Savidge. Bishop b2. Saine is setting up to play. Rook takes e5. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5. Bishop d6. Bishop b2. Queen e8. Queen d2 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook h6 played by Savidge. On c4. Threatening bishop takes e5. Pawn takes c4 played by Savidge. Rook c1. Threatening bishop takes e5. Bishop d6 played by Savidge. Pawn takes c4. Queen c5. Savidge considers playing. Knight g5. Rook c2. Rook h3. Bishop g2. Rook h4. Bishop f3. On h5 and seize the initiative. Rook c2 played by Saine. Knight g5. Savidge considers playing. Rook h3. Bishop g2. Rook h4. Bishop takes e5. Pawn f3 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop takes e5 played by Saine. Rook e8. Savidge wants to play. Rook takes e5. Rook takes e5. Bishop takes e5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop c3 played by Saine. Rook takes e1 check. Bishop takes e1. Queen takes a3. Rook c3. Threatening rook takes a3. Queen c5 played by Savidge. Queen e2. Queen d4. Queen d3. Queen e5 time to think find the best continuation for Saine. King f1 is a strong choice, since Rook h3. Queen e2. On a5. On c5. Knight takes f3. Rook takes f3. Saine have small advantage. Let's go to the main game. Threatening queen takes d4. Queen e5 played by Savidge. Threatening queen takes e1 check. Rook c1 could lead to immediate trouble. Played by Saine. Rook h3. Bishop c3. Threatening bishop takes e5. Queen e7 played by Savidge. Queen f5. Knight takes f3 check. King f1. Rook takes h2. Queen c8 check. Queen f8. Queen e6 check. King h8 time to think find the best continuation for Saine. King e2 is best move here because Knight g5. Queen d7. Bishop c5. Rook f1. Knight h3. On d6 still Saine is losing. Let's analyze the main variation. King h8. Savidge is planning to play. Rook h1 check. King e2. Rook takes c1 and take decisive advantage. Rook c2 is not the best move played by Saine. Knight g5. Threatening knight takes e6. King e1, a tough loss for Saine, who resigned under pressure.